So, if a person sleeps 8 hours a night, you would spend a third of your life in bed. Now, I sort of like that, except unfortunately, I'm a person who I don't usually sleep well enough to get 8 hours. What could be wrong? I have an expert with us. Dr. Jason Loth, great to have you with us.
Yes, thanks,
and
Sandy.
You are a sports chiropractic physician.
Correct.
And you deal with sleeplessness a lot in your business, do you?
I do, yes.
What in the world is the problem? Any ideas?
Yeah, part of the reason, the National Sleep Foundation says that 40 million people a year suffer from insomnia.
Whoa.
And in my opinion, a lot of that comes from their position at night. They're in poor posture when they sleep and they're uncomfortable.
Now, see, that I have to say, I have not heard that before. That is, I know it sounds crazy, but that's like one of the first times I've ever heard posture. I mean, you hear, things on your mind or hormones or this or that, the other, but posture, never heard of it. Where did you come across this?
Yeah, very important. Posture is everything. So I talk to people about posture all the time in their workstation, sleeping at night, of course, and standing, all those different things. When posture is poor, it puts stress on the joints, the muscles, and that in turn can cause people to be uncomfortable. And when you're uncomfortable, you toss and turn, and then you can't get to the deep levels of sleep that actually require your body to get to repair and regenerate like it's supposed to.
All right, so we have with us Christy, and she is going to model some of these postures that would be the correct postures for sleep.
Absolutely.
So where do we start?
Well, first thing, let me show you what poor posture is and what most people sleep in every night.
Don't point to me.
That's right. So yes. So Christy, go ahead and show us. This is an ordinary pillow that most people sleep on day in and day out. It's just a typical run-of-the-mill pillow. But if you can see, Christy's head's propped up here. So optimally, when you sleep on your side, which the two best positions to sleep in are on your side or your back, you want to have correct spinal alignment. So your forehead, your nose, your chin, and your sternum should all be on the same plane. And in this position, you can see how her head's propped up.
Right.
So same thing. Now, Christy, go ahead and lay on your back. So as you can see, when you go to the back, same thing. This pillow is too big and it pushes her head forward.
Oh, right.
So now her head's propped up and it's putting a tremendous load of stress on the back of her neck.
You probably snore too. You're like constricted there. Not that you snore, Christy.
Yes, absolutely.
But I was just thinking with that, that position with the chin down and everything. Okay.
Exactly.
And so do you just get a different pillow, a softer pillow, or bigger? But then you change during the night. Sometimes you need a soft back one, sometimes you need more support for the side. So
correct.
What do you
do?
do?
So that's where, when I invented this Dr. Loth's Spinal Line Pillow, there's no other pillow that I found on the market over the 17 years of research that I did and in practice. And the difference is when you lay on your side versus your back, you need different amounts of support and in different areas.
Oh.
So when I designed this pillow, it's a fully patented pillow because there's nothing on the market like it, but it's fully customizable to allow you to adjust the pillow to fit you in correct posture. So I'm going to show you what it looks like with Christy laying on it here.
Okay.
So if she, on the side, there's two outside chambers of the pillow, which are meant for side sleeping, and a center back chamber, which is meant for back sleeping. And they perform differently because of where we need our support mechanism. So, Christy, go ahead and lay on your side here on this pillow, right here on the outside chamber of that. And if you look at her, it's the same concept. You're looking for that spinal alignment. So her forehead, nose, chin, and sternum should all be on the same plane.
Right.
And then again, she should have good support up underneath her neck because that's where it needs most of the support.
Okay.
Most pillows actually prop the head up as we showed on that last pillow. So that's the key to that. And then on the back, go ahead and lay on your back, Christy. You want to roll
see,
to the
what
middle.
she did was so cool because when you're actually sleeping, so I say, you're not aware necessarily. I'll go to sleep on my side, wake up on my back. So what happens, I love how this works. She's on her side, and then you just automatically roll over, and you're in the middle on the back one, right?
Correct.
That's awesome.
Yep. And that's supposed to keep her, see how her face is parallel and to the ceiling and flat there. So it's not getting propped up. So what we did is we had x-rays taken on my pillow, Dr. Loth's Spinal Line Pillow versus just an ordinary pillow, and we referenced and showed what it's doing to your spine in that x-ray. And the results came out, they were great, that you can see how, we can customize this to fit you in correct
And we
posture.
do have those images that we're show on screen, and it shows what we were seeing in the first thing, with her on the side, and they were, you can see how the spine doesn't show up. There we go. All right, so there's your incorrect back.
Right. And as you can see on the left side ones, you can see how that's getting the head pushed forward and then it's propped up when she's on your side. But on the right sided pictures there, you can tell that it provides support for the neck like it's supposed to, and then also keeps the spine in alignment.
Okay, so how do you know if you have the correct posture?
The best way to find that out is have someone look at you from the side and be able to know what it is first off, and then be able to check and see if you're in correct posture. For some reason, if you can't do that with someone next to you, I recommend putting a mirror next to your bed and laying on your side and looking into the mirror and see what you look like when it comes to that.
Okay.
And that can actually help you to achieve correct sleeping posture.
So then once you know how that feels, then you can adjust accordingly.
That's right. Most people that I see, I have them lay down, and when I fit them on the pillow in my office, they say, oh, my head's not in the right position. And it actually is in perfect position. They're just not used to that position.
Oh,
so they're so used to the bad position, it feels so abnormal. And that's what happens a lot of times.
Now, I have to tell you, I have pillows that are dear to my heart, and I keep them for decades, you know, really.
Right.
But you said somewhere that you should change pillows every so often.
Yeah, every 2 years I recommend. And the reason is because they wear out, kind of like tennis shoes, right? So most people think, I want to keep my pillow, wash my pillow, all that. And the problem is our heads are heavy, 7 to 10 pounds on the average. A third of your life, like you said.
We're like a
people
bowling ball. I mean, it's hard to imagine our heads are that heavy, but yes.
Exactly. And then the sweat, right? And then the dead skin cells.
Oh, you make it
right?
like so gross. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of my pillow and get a new pillow right away, if you will. How about this one? Is this the same thing where you should replace this pillow like every couple of years too?
You know, any pillow for that matter, because of the supportive mechanism.
Right.
Foams break down for that time period, so they lose their effectiveness.
Oh.
So the problem is when I developed this, I developed it with comfort and correct sleeping posture in mind. But when that foam starts to lose its capability to support correctly, then you're no longer getting what you need from it. Again, back to the tennis shoe analogy, same kind of thing.
Got it. All right. And you have one more secret to poor sleep, I think, and it has to do with what we're all involved with, technology.
Right.
How does that interfere with sleep?
Well,
sleeping with your cell phone.
That has a lot to do with the brain, with all the stuff that comes with it, and that will help, inhibit you from sleeping well at night as well. The other thing that's bad about that a lot of times, especially with the smartphones, is the postures that you're in. So the heads come down and all of that, it tends to cause a lot of problems of wear and tear stress, which is already creating that dysfunction, and it doesn't allow you to get to that correct posture.
Okay, so it's not so much like having it around you, it's just using it during the day too much
Both.
then.
Combination of both of those, yeah.
Because I heard the blue light or something from them is interrupting to our sleep as well.
That is right.
So get rid of that.
Yes,
get a new pillow.
radiation, yes.
Ideally, get this like really cool pillow. It's just like so soft. I mean, this is like a teddy bear. I hate to, you know, say it. I just kind of want to hug this thing. Okay, but I won't. I won't do it on live TV. But
so I'll show you one other thing that's really unique about this is these outer chambers here have a mesh that allows it to breathe, because most people sleep a little hot or cold at night too.
Yeah.
So it can help regulate a little temperature. And then the last thing is each of these chambers have their own unique zipper that you can open and maneuver the shredded fill that allows you to actually get in correct posture. So you can fully customize this pillow to your exact posture.
So you can just punch it into shape however you want. You know, you can make it happen. And you're right about the pillow. I'm forever turning my pillow over because it's like, oh, it's hot on this side. Anyway, wonderful tips. Great. Dr. Jason Loth, thanks so much for joining us. Christy, appreciate your help too. I tell you, I'm going to sleep better just talking to you.
That's awesome. I can't wait till you do.
And maybe getting a pillow. I don't know.
Yes.
Okay. So, and again,